Can you imagine a prison where you are allowed to perform concerts, have a personal jacuzzi, or even organize your own wedding receptions? How wild do you imagine luxurious prisons? Well, let's find out in this video. The thought of going to jail or prison always scares everyone, and it even gets worse when you think of life in jail from shows like Prison Break. It is certainly the worst thing everyone is running away from after the thought of death. However, when done watching this video, your thoughts of jail time will probably be changed. You'll realize that some people happen to live their best lives in jail. You will go in the world of jails with swimming pools, room service, conference rooms, and much more. So in this video, we at Great Grand will take you on an interesting journey to discover the world's most luxurious prisons. Before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below "I subscribed." We will try to personally reply to each and every one of your comments. Now, let's begin with some of the world's most luxurious prisons. Number 10. Aranjuez Prison, Spain. One of the most painful things about jail time is the separation it brings in families. Children living the first 3 or even 10 years of their lives far from an incarcerated parent. Spanish authorities have understood this tragic phenomenon and have built a luxury prison to deal as much as possible with such an issue. In the Aranjuez prison, incarcerated parents can have their kids living the first years of their lives with them. The prison has been equipped with cribs, Disney characters on the walls, and a kids' play area. This jail with 36 family cells can certainly be called a 5-star jail. Number 9. California Prison, USA. The California prison is more or less an upgraded version of an average prison in the USA for civilians. The facility has been built as a kind of hotel for people who committed minor crimes. So, anyone who murdered or robbed a bank is off the list for any one of America's most luxurious prisons. The facility was improved by using the unused jails available since the construction of the prison in 2000. In this jail, you have access to an HD TV screen in your cell so that you don't miss your favorite TV shows. You also have gaming tables, bathrooms, cells, beds, and showers available. The facility can accommodate 96 inmates and charges $155 per night. Not bad for a little jail. Number 8. JVA Fuhlsbüttel Prison, Germany. JVA Fuhlsbüttel Prison is one of the oldest prisons on this list. It was built in 1879 and was known by then and even till date as Santa Fu. It has only until recently, in 2010, that the German authorities have decided to turn what was known as an old and abandoned jail in Germany into a world-class prison facility. The prison from then has huge and very spacious cell rooms with wood-like painted doors. Inmates have the luxury of a couch and coffee being served in their own rooms, not neglecting the bathrooms that are also private for everyone. In JVA Fuhlsbüttel Prison, inmates do not have to worry about the laundry with the very organized systems in the facility. There is also a conference room and a recording room in the prison, not forgetting the 3 square meals and the beautiful dances the inmates enjoy every day. Is this still called a prison? Number 7. Cebu Prison, Philippines. Unlike the other prisons mentioned on this list, the Philippine authorities have made us look at jail luxury from a different eye. Luxury for prisoners here is not in couches, TV screens, or conference rooms in jail. It is enjoying an extra liberty, a freedom that even those outside the prisons can barely think of. In the Cebu prison, inmates have the permission to offer musical and dancing performances to a selected audience. This is a great recreation and creativity time. Additionally, the performers of the Cebu concerts or shows are allowed to sign autographs. This prison is probably the dream place for any musician facing civilian crime charges in the Philippines. Number 6. Halden Prison, Norway. Halden Prison is home to sentenced criminals from all over the world, and it is one of the largest prisons in Norway. However, the prison is of maximum security here compared to the other ones previously mentioned. This prison is well known for allowing the inmates to take part in all sorts of sporting activities. I guess that this is a way to channel the energy of some of the dangerous criminals in Norway. The prison also has a music lab if there is an MC in the group, so musicians and dancers will not be excluded from the fun time that the prison has to offer. The prison has been very criticized for giving such recreational space to criminals. However, the authorities always keep the security tight in and outside the walls of the prison. They use safety glass, steel walls, and concrete walls instead of conventional electric fences, towers, or barbed wire. Number 5. Otago Corrections Facility, New Zealand. This prison in New Zealand is a place of learning and talent discovery. There are lessons available for inmates in light engineering, dairy farming, cooking, and other very valuable skills. The intent of such programs, which have become very popular around the world, is to empower people so that they do not have to go back to their old days of theft, crime, and violence. There is also an important thing to note here. In New Zealand, the cost of keeping a person in prison for 12 months is $91,000. That is a lot of money to spend on a jailed person who is not really adding anything to the economy while in jail. Number 4. Justice Center Leoben, Austria. For most people, this is more like a 5-star facility than a prison. Going there, one will be first stunned by the very modern architecture of the prison, which was designed by architect Josef Hohensen and was completed in November 2004. The facility has 205 beds and is constantly fully booked. Why? Well, in there you will find prisoners in single cells with a private bathroom, kitchenette, and television. There's also sportive facility available there, like a fully equipped gym, a basketball court, and a very big outdoor recreation space. This is certainly Europe's top-notch jail for non-violent offenders. Number 3. HMP Addiewell, Scotland. If you are the type of person who enjoys learning new things every day and unfortunately got into trouble, the Addiewell Prison will be a great place to be. Her Majesty's Prison Addiewell in southern Scotland allots each of its resident inmates 40 weekly hours of productive skill building. HMP Addiewell is operated by a private company, Sodexo Justice Services, and contracted to the Scottish Prison Service. The prison holds adult males who have been convicted as well as those being held on remand. The 700-inmate prison is certainly a great place for people to transit back into civilian life. Number 2. La Catedral Prison in Colombia. When you are a powerful drug dealer in South America, jail time doesn't have to be a tough thing. This is basically what Pablo Escobar understood and decided to have a prison designed by the Colombian authorities under his own specifications. This prison was built atop foggy mountains to keep the drug lord away from his enemies rather than locking the cocaine kingpin in. The king of the Medellin cartel made sure the jail had many cool things in there, like a jacuzzi, a football park, and a waterfall. Yes, a waterfall. La Catedral Prison also had billiards rooms, an industrial kitchen, bars, big screens, and a disco where the drug dealer and his associates could host wedding receptions. The prison, with all these uncommon attractions, got the name Hotel Escobar or Club Medellin. It was certainly more of a fortress for the drug dealer than a prison. Number 1. Bastoy Prison, Norway. Norway is very popular around the world for the comfortability of its prison, and the Bastoy Prison tops our list because of that. First of all, the prison is located on an island, so we're talking about a reserved location just for the prisoners. The inmates spend their days with activities such as tennis, horseback riding, fishing, and sunbathing. They also have access to their own kitchen, a church, library, and can learn many skills while on the island. The prison demands a respectful relationship between prisoners as well as with guards. Most of the prison officers leave the island overnight. Home to 115 inmates, with some having committed some very violent crimes, the prison is known as an ecologically friendly facility. Life inside the prison needs to resemble life outside as much as security considerations and resources allow, explained Gerhard Plegg, senior advisor in the Norwegian Ministry of Justice, in a New York Times opinion piece. We can definitely say that here, prisoners feel more in a vacation house than a prison. Today, we will certainly not ask you to tell us which prison you would like to visit first, because we don't want you or any of your loved ones in prison. But if you choose, feel free to share your experience in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, please click that like button and subscribe to get notified about the latest videos and trends. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.